Let me guess. Last year you set a goal. You were so motivated, ready to make a change. But somewhere along the way, life happened. You got distracted. Eventually, you forgot about that goal. Another year went by. You didn't improve as much as you wanted. You are still stuck in the same place, wondering why things haven't changed. But let me tell you something. You can change. The reason you are here right now is because deep down, you know it's time to take action. You have the value inside you. You have the potential to achieve incredible things. And this time, I'm here to guide you. In this video, I'm going to help you rebrand yourself in 2025. I spent the last 5 years improving on my goal setting. Now, with the best system and the most updated version of this goal setting method, I will help you achieve 80% of your goals that you set for yourself. And don't forget to watch until the end because we are going to do goal setting together, and this exercise will help you to create a plan to rebrand yourself completely. By this time next year, you'll be a totally different person, and people will start noticing the transformation in you. So grab your pen, grab your notes, get focused, and get ready to transform your life. Let's begin. Upgrade your beliefs. The first step to rebranding yourself is upgrading your beliefs. What's holding you back isn't your circumstances, resources, or even your skills. It's your mindset. Have you ever heard of the difference between a fixed mindset and growth mindset? A fixed mindset makes you think that your abilities and traits are set in stone. For example, you might believe, I'm bad at studying, so I will always be bad at it. I have a bad memory, so I will never be able to remember names. But a growth mindset is the opposite. It's the belief that everything can be changed if you are willing to work on it. You are not stuck with who you are today. As Jim Kwik says, if you fight for your limitations, you get to keep them. Jim Kwik is one of the world's leading experts on memory and learning. He was once called the boy with a broken brain. He believed that for years it held him back until he learned how to learn. Once he upgraded his beliefs, everything changed. Now, every time you hear yourself saying that, I can't do this can't be done, there's no way, replace it to, I can do this. I believe that I can. How can I do this? This is small, but believe me, the results will be big in your life. Be aware of your current self. Now that you have upgraded your beliefs, the next step is to become fully aware of your current self. For me, one of my biggest transformations I ever made was going from someone who was terrified of public speaking to someone who could confidently connect with audience. And where is all this coming from? It comes from awareness. I had to first admit I am bad at public speaking. I'm bad at communication. I'm bad at making people laugh or connecting with strangers. Without that awareness, I wouldn't have been able to start improving. So here's what I want you to do. Write down everything about yourself that you want to change. Think about habits or routines that hold you back, complaints people have about you, traits or behavior that make you feel stuck. Now you can pause this video to write it down, and if you're ready, let's move on to the next point. Imagine your ideal self. Now let's move on to something exciting. Imagining your ideal self. Close your eyes and imagine. If nothing could stop you, who would you be in the next 5 years? What does your life look like? What habits do you have? How do you carry yourself? Are you charismatic? Are you confident? How does it show? What qualities do you admire in other people that you want to develop? Here's the secret. Your ideal self is already within you. But to bring that version to life, you need to define it clearly. Write down all the traits, habits, and goals that your ideal self has. Find role models that has these qualities and study them. If you're watching this video, it means that you are taking these steps seriously, and that's a big deal. Not everyone has the courage to reflect on themselves. Keep going. You are doing amazing. The price you need to pay. Now comes to the hard truth. Transformation has a cost. We all have goals we dream of achieving, but very few people actually reach them because they are not willing to pay the price. Whether it's time, resources, commitment, or focus, every goal comes with a price that must be paid consistently, day in and day out. Think of anyone who has achieved something remarkable, like Olympic athletes, successful entrepreneurs, or skilled artists. They didn't get there by chances. They invested their time, energy, and focus when others choose comfort. Now, if this is your goal, there is a price behind it. You have to spend a lot of time in the gym. You have to eat healthy food. You have to pay money on that. You also have to focus on creating that healthy environment for you. Now, if this is your goal, you have to spend hours reading books. You have to spend hours listening to motivational speakers. You have to track your progress every time. If this is your goal, you have to learn how to become successful in their career. You have to take years, day in and day out, doing that specific job. Behind every of these goals, there is a price you need to pay, and that is time, effort, and focus. So what are you willing to commit? Change your appearance and environment. Let's talk about transformation from the outside in. Your appearance and environment are reflections of your mindset. If you've had the same hairstyle, wardrobe, or style for years, it's time for a refresh. Now, a clean environment also represents how well you are at managing yourself. Make sure you do your bed. Make sure you clean your room. Make sure that you create a space that supports growth. If you have made it this far, you are doing incredible. You are taking transformation seriously, and I can't wait to see the amazing person you are going to become. Keep it up. Goal setting exercise. Now we are going to the most exciting part, which is the goal setting exercise. And this is where you will see the improvement in your life. Take out your paper, take out your pen, and let's get into it. So the number one step is to have the draft of your 2025 resolutions. And this can be all the things that you want to achieve. You want to become, the things that you want to get out of 2025. You don't have to care of the order, but just put everything down. Everything that comes to your mind, put it down. So for me, my number one is that I want to hit 1,000 subscribers. Okay, and I will write it down. Later, I will put the deadline on this because deadline matters to turn your dreams into goals. And next, my goals is also that I want to gain 8 pounds from 116 pounds to 124 pounds. Next, I also want to learn something about finances and investments, so I will write it down as buy online courses for investment. Also, I want to exercise more, eat healthier. I want to drink more protein shake. I want to track my calorie. I will write it down. By the time when I finish it all, it will look like this. So take your time. Make sure that everything that you want to happen in 2025 is in this page. Next, what do you do with this whole thing that is messed up from every category? Is just all combined together? I want you to categorize them. And how do you categorize them? And of course, there are a few categories that you can put into. For example, health, relationship, career. I personally like to use the term productive downtime. And also for my category, I do YouTube. So I will make that as a category. So let's start from the YouTube. I would use a pen with different color and I will mark everything that is related to YouTube. And let's move on to another category. I see a lot of things about health and fitness. For example, this gain 8 pounds. I want to eat healthier and do meal prep. These are health and fitness. Next, some example like productive downtime. And after I've done the whole thing and categorized them, now this is exactly how I transform my life from somebody who never been to any of this thing to after executing 80% of the things in here, I will become. And the reason why it's so good to have this resolution organized in different categories is because in every category, you know like which one has improved, and you see a lot of them actually has the number like 1,000 subscribers and the deadline by September 2025. I can track, we hit September 2025, did I get to that target or no? If not, what is the strategy I can do to get there? Here is also one thing that I like to do. Let's say it's the second month of the year and some magic happened. I hit 1,000 subscribers, so I will mark it. Just like that. As long as you have reached these things, make sure to mark it. And for the things that haven't got marked yet, you have to figure out what you should do to get that. And that is exactly how I achieved 80% of the things that I set goal setting journal. Now, I hope that goal exercise that we did together in my clarity of how you can rebrand yourself in 2025. Now, since we have reached at the end of the video, let's take a moment to reflect on everything we have covered today. We started by upgrading your beliefs, breaking free from the limitations you have placed on yourself, and embracing the idea that you can change. Then we move on to becoming aware of your current self, an honest look at where you are right now and what needs to improve. Next, we imagine your ideal self, the version of you that you always want to become. We focus on the price you need to pay to achieve your goals, whether that's your time, effort, focus, or resources. And finally, we talk about changing your appearance and environment to align the transformations you are working toward. All these steps are interconnected, and when you put all of them together, they create a powerful system for rebranding yourself in 2025. If you have made this far, I just want to say you are doing amazing. Watching this video means you are serious about making a change, and I can't wait to see what you accomplish in the next year. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join this community. I share more contents like this to help you grow, improve, and reach your full potential. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Click here if you want to improve some of the habits in your 20s.